Do you care how much someone you're dating makes?
No.
That's a tough question. Yes. I mean, I don't think I have a number in my mind.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, but can you take care of me? Can you...
You're already coming up with things that are numbers.
No, can you take care of me? That's
well,
not a number.
I'm saying, what it costs to take care of you. So you do have a number.
There's not a number. No, I don't know that.
I can take care of your morning coffee every day for the rest of our life. $4.50.
No, I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it, Tervel.
Okay.
So meaning, like, I have provided myself a certain lifestyle in which I travel. I like to travel a certain way. I like to enjoy, like,
yeah,
whatever.
So keep doing it.
I do it for myself, but if I'm going to date somebody, you need to be able to do it for me. So like the same.
But why?
thing.
You're already doing it for yourself.
Because I don't want to have to do it for myself one day. At one point, I'm going to take care of your children, and maybe I'm not going to be working as hard one day.
Okay. So I just want to make sure I understand this. And this is where I say that, this is where when I talk about all women are entrepreneurs, you're going to realize, because they say the same things. You've built a business for yourself. Yeah. You're good at it.
Yeah.
It has been so well endowed that you are able to generate enough income that you have the life that you want, which is maybe one of the most fulfilling individual pursuits, to put work towards a result that allows you to have the life that you want.
Yeah.
It's taken you years to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying that in the presence of a man, you've done all those things, so that one day you would no longer have to do those things?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I am saying that?
I am saying...
That sounds really close to what you're saying.
No, I am not saying that. I am saying that if, for whatever reason, if I decided to, like, stop what I'm doing, if I wanted to, or maybe I take, like, 5 months off because I'm taking care of my children, or whatever it is, I do not want to have to worry in life. I will never probably ever stop working. Yeah. However, if I chose to, I want to be in a position that I feel comfortable, that someone's like, I have your back, and I don't have to worry. And you've been worrying for your entire life, Amber. You've been hustling your entire life, and now I've got you. And it's just more of a safety and a security thing. Do I ever think I would ever stop working 100%? No, I go cuckoo bananas. Like, I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Yeah. But it is that kind of like peace that someone can provide into my life.
Okay.
Of like calmness. But it actually has nothing to do with like a number.
See, so this is why I make this statement that I do. 3 years. I've been, is it 3? Yeah, God, it's been 3 years. 3 years I've been traditionally single now. I have not met a woman that hasn't told me she wants to eventually not work or have the option to not work. It's however it's worded. It's either I don't want to work or I would love to, if the moment provides itself, not work. I have not met a woman not tell me that in 3 years, regardless of what they do for work, what they do for a living, how they got, it's a universal thing.
I think it has to do with just like a biological thing that like we want to feel that safety. And I think a guy can providing that safety, regardless of them ever actually taking that option, is like a nice feeling for women in general.
Yeah, because it provides security, right? Safety.
It's a safety thing. I think it's not like, you know, like it's not like that woman would necessarily take advantage of it, but it's nice to feel that way, especially like if anything happens in their life, like where like they get sick or whatever it is, they have someone that has their back. Yeah,
that's fair. I just, I just don't care what a woman makes, because I've just learned it'll have absolutely zero impact on what the expectations are from me at all. Like if a woman makes enough money to go on a road trip to Niagara Falls, if that's what her, like, hey, I make enough road trip money for Niagara Falls, she'll still meet me and expect that we can travel the Caribbean. And then if I meet a woman that is making enough that she can travel the Caribbean on a nice cruise ship, she'll still meet me and assume that I need to replace the money she's spending on her traveling the Caribbean. So the requirements for me are the same. So that's why I don't care what a woman makes, like, at all.
Well, I mean, I don't think we have the same, like, you don't have like that safety thing. Like you have a more provider mindset.
You never know, I could.
Yeah. I know you.
I know you
well enough to know that that's not the case.
I knew this one guy. He was in the oil business. It was a very romantic story. I'll tell it quickly. He talked about, oil prospecting. So you outlay a lot of capital and you're hoping to hit oil and you don't. And he said there was one time he was in a piece of land. He was digging all over the place, couldn't find oil, and he's running out of cash. I mean, the guy was damn near bone dry. And he had gone to his wife And, she could tell you were stressed or whatever. And she'd gone to the bank. She went to the bank. She got like a loan, some sort of line of credit or something like that. And she gave him the money. She goes, I believe in you, baby. You can do it.
Wow.
And, obviously the story goes successful. He hits oil, blah, blah. Ray pays her back, lovely. The idea of a partner who was able to get into the trenches with him like that, I always found appealing. But so rare that I couldn't base an expectation around it. Because it is one thing to have the wife or the woman who has the capacity to go out there and put a credit facility in her name and help you. The advent of modern dating, I don't know too many women that want to. I don't know too many women that would want to say, you're in so much trouble that you need me to get a loan. I actually find this unattractive. I don't want to help. As opposed to her being like, I know who you are. You just need a little help. I got you.
My dad or my mom did that for my dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's rare.
It's really rare.
Because I would assume, and I assume, because the man who told me this was an older gentleman, so I assume the age range is probably the same. That is something. One thing I always think about is, and this was terrible. Ferrari was cheating on his wife. The original Ferrari, Enzo Ferrari, was cheating on his wife. He had a love child, but his wife did his books, and she was on the business until the day she died. He even said that. She ran my books. She was literally in charge of the money. She would tell him, Enzo, you can't do this. Enzo, you can do that. And even while he was cheating on her, and the thing was falling apart, but there was just that honor of like, you know what? I know who you are. Let's see if you can be it. I know who you are. Let's see if you can achieve that. To
believe in someone after them doing that to you, that's wild to me.
Is it?
It is wild.
To believe in somebody? I mean, look, she was hurt. The thing with her, I mean, I don't know how you feel, but I don't want to get too far down the Enzo Ferrari thing. She definitely took her pound of flesh for him having a love child. Like there were certain things that child wasn't able to have until after she died. But my belief in you and your treatment of me aren't the same thing. I can believe in you even though you treat me bad.
No, because I think that how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Michael Jordan says, no way.
I don't care what Michael Jordan says. I personally have lived through experiences and I'm like small town through and through, given people so many chances because I want to believe the good in so many people. That's just naturally who I am. And what I've learned is that how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so your character and what it stands on is like through and through so important.
I used to have that as a rule that like I would, until I met so many men cheating on their wives and realized that if I didn't want to work with anybody who I thought was immoral, I'd have no business partner.
Oh, 100%. And I know so many men cheating on their wives too.
And it's nerve wracking because it's like, how can I trust you when this is, but then it's a weird thing, when they talk about ethics and stuff, when you talk about the way you do one thing, generally speaking, majority of the time, and as a rule, if you're disciplined in one area, you're disciplined in another area. But I see a lot of people where they don't bear that out. I see them seeming very disciplined with their businesses, very disciplined with their stuff, and not showing any of that discipline in their personal life.
Yeah, but I think that you wouldn't 100% trust them the way that you might trust somebody that that's just like, they would never betray anybody you just know. Like, I mean, I'm sure you know a certain amount of people that are doing that, and then you probably know other people that are like through and through, they wouldn't. And I think that you would probably trust those people a little bit more.
Yeah. But I also just believe that a hungry person does anything when they're hungry.
Okay. Okay.
I do.
So you think anyone's capable of cheating then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Given the unique set of circumstances that run across that individual, yeah, I do.
The circumstances.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody who says I understand if somebody says I've never cheated, and I believe that, but somebody who says I will never, I am incapable of, no, anybody can do anything.
Anybody can do anything, but I think it comes down to character. It comes down to like...
Even people of great character can do anything.
Yes, but you can stop yourself with care. You can be in that situation.
A lot of the time, but anybody can do anything. I'm an absolutist. Anybody can do anything.
Okay, I get it. But you can stop yourself by self-control.
Or not.
Or not. You could not.
But I don't take that as a reflection of your character. If somebody cheats, I don't think it changes it. If somebody cheats on me, honestly, I don't know that changes too much of what I think I know about them. Because what I think I know about them should be the result of a long tapestry, a long list. Let's say I know 150 things about you. Okay? And from the 150 things I think I know about you, I derive my feelings, my emotion. You cheat on me one time. So now one of the 150 things I knew about you is now untrue. A lot of times that one thing now mushrooms into other things. So maybe 5 of the things I knew about you become untrue because of that single act. I still know 145 things about you.
So, but if you're getting into a relationship with somebody or you're dating them do you think that they could have cheated on you? Like, do you think this going into it?
What I'm going to say is going to probably sound very, very morbid.
Okay.
It's going to sound very sad. Cheating in terms of like a one-off moment of pain and weakness. I think in a snap moment, anybody can make any decision. Cheating in the form of a long and sustained life choice, I have a harder time understanding because there's a consistency to that.
I agree with that.
But if a woman went out, hey, blah, 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 we had this, I went out and I was in a vulnerable state. This man had the right amount of game, the right amount of approach, and I had just the right amount of freedom that I made a terrible decision. I don't let that individual moment redefine what I think about the woman. A woman who comes to me and says, I've known this guy for 6 months. We've been talking. I lied to you when I went on this vacation. That's a different now.
Okay. I think then we definitely agree on the same thing. Cause I don't think that like a one situation makes you a bad person. You have terrible character. We all make mistakes in life.
Right.
But repeatedly carrying on like betrayal over a long period of time and you concocted all sorts of lies.
Yeah.
That goes into someone's character very deeply.
Yeah. Because you're a storyteller. Yeah. That's different.
A storyteller.
That's different. But one-offs.
Okay.
I think anybody can do anything.